boys and girls, it's time for your Gianna Volpe report, brought to you in part by International Executive Protection, by Maximus Health and Fitness in Riverhead, by Victor Giannini, the author of the book Counselor, by Steve Hall, Village Overhead Door, and by Montauk Beverage. Good morning, Gianna Volpe.
Good morning, and we've got Michael Evans as well.
Oh, as the Real Matrix.
The Real Matrix, and coming up soon, Crest Winery.
Ah. Yeah, I knew about that, but I wasn't, didn't.
Right. We still got to nail down the copy points and get the commercial rolling. Done. Which, by the way, you read the IEP commercial live this morning.
Yes, I did.
That was really impressive.
Thank you. I'm just, you know what it is? It's just I'm so incredibly talented. I can't help it.
You are. This is not a joke. You're smiling.
I was being facetious.
But I wasn't. It's for reals.
Oh, God.
This is the life you chose, Bruce.
Yeah, lucky me. That was another stupid decision on my part.
That's something my friend Mitch says to me all the time. And Julian, this is the life you chose, Yanni. They call me Yanni. Well, I like that name. Yanni Bobilaque. That's my new alias.
Yanni Bobilaque?
Yes.
I'm actually frightened now.
Yanni Bobilaque.
Let's see. The woman spent a week in L.A. back in February.
Yeah. I remember.
Then she spent a week in Florida.
Yeah, I've been down there twice now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I caught Pokemon last time.
I was going to ask, did you get involved in that whole stupid thing?
Oh, I did.
So now you're running around playing
All right,
Pokemon
I got to tell
Go.
you about what rock bottom looks like. Well, for me, was this past Friday night, walking to a Pokestop nearby.
Oh, God.
In Montauk. And I guess a car full of people, probably around my age, driving to a party. And the guy sticks his head out the window and says, "Catch 'em all," at me as I'm walking down the sidewalk. I laughed really hard, and it was like, but yeah, that's rock bottom.
Well, no, you did better than some people. There were two guys, and
oh, I can't imagine. I hear there's been murders
two guys
already.
in Wisconsin,
but there have been
who. Well, just to show you how stupid some people can be, they were our featured jackasses of the day. Yesterday.
Oh, today?
Yesterday.
Oh.
They, how driving while you're drunk is not a good idea?
Driving, catching Pokemon while driving?
Well, he was, these two guys, rocket scientists that they are, one hits a tree, and then a few miles away, another one hits a telephone pole. They both end up, they're not hurt, but they get pinched on a DWI charge while they're,
I have to imagine
Pokemon
that
Go.
It is a very, not that it was ever a safe one, but a very, very dangerous world for pedestrians these days. If you're walking down the side of a road, please walk facing traffic, whatever's coming.
But it's not even that, Gianna. It's like,
but Bruce,
gotta catch them all. I mean, for crying out loud.
But you do. You got
and then on top of that, this now leads into my next complaint about.
On a side note, you do got to catch them all.
This now leads to the next complaint that I have about the millennials.
Okay.
You guys can't live without an iPhone.
All right. No.
I mean.
Nuh-uh. Not true.
I mean, you're the first millennial that I ever had breakfast with who has an iPhone and didn't have it out. Playing with the finger moving across the screen.
Right.
You're the first one.
Well, you know what?
The first one.
I try.
I know lots of millennials.
Well, I've been guilty of it for sure, but I do try, at least sometimes, to put it away, especially when you're having dinner or breakfast or lunch with somebody. Give them your full attention.
Mm.
Oh, and also on a side note, I wanted to say, I know it's been a sad time for Tony Meras and his family, and actually we lost on the North Fork, Frank Moeller. I worked with Frankie at Noah's. We lost him this week as well. But I was curious. I saw the Coronet in Greenport.
That's gone.
What's going on?
That was sold, and that's going to be a almost like a luncheonette, but of course, the North Fork lifestyle take on luncheonette.
Oh my gosh!
I think.
Oh.
And the funny part about it is, I was in the Coronet 3 or 4 years ago. The beauty of the Coronet was, much like Papa Nick's.
Yeah, totally.
Nothing ever changed.
Yes. And that's the way it's supposed to be.
You asked them about it, it's like even the countertops. Everything was 1951 because that's when it opened.
Right.
And they're very proud of that.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And it's funny. It's you say 1951 because I have the notebook that I'm writing in right now. It's supposed to be a birthday gift, but I decided to make it into my own journal. I appropriated it.
I see.
Anyway, I went into there's this creepy house that's abandoned in Montauk, and I went in there, and there were these...
That's never a good idea,
Well, you're right. Yes. Ill-advised. You're right. Correct.
Did somebody come out of there that should not have been there besides you?
Like a ghost?
No. Like a squatter?
No.
Like an opium den?
No.
I just dated myself,
There was nobody, no squatters, nothing. There were some old jars that I cleaned up, and I have like old back when Miracle Whip cost 39 cents a giant jar. I got a bunch of jars for my beach glass collection. And then in the attic, I found all of these newspapers from December 5th, 1952. And yeah, this is like, you're exactly right about the Coronet. Like,
yeah,
nothing
changes.
changed. And I liked that about it.
Yeah.
I'm really sad to hear that.
Eckert's Luncheonette in West Hampton Beach is like that.
Yes, it is. I love Eckert's.
Love Eckert's.
Oh my gosh.
That's 1911.
But I didn't notice that until my niece came to visit. She just left yesterday, and I took.
Yeah, and when you walk into Eckert's on the right hand side, I don't know why I'm giving Dee a plug on this, but
They've got all those antiques.
All these old newspapers and magazines that are wrapped. It's like it's history. You get to view history.
Little museum.
Now, when you went down to L.A., I'm commending you, by the way.
For going to L.A.
When you went to L.A., you had that picture of you, in the two-piece on the beach, which I thought was really cool.
You keep bringing up this picture.
And then you went this time to in Florida.
And I did post a picture.
Not a single picture online.
Which is so funny because I actually...
Not a one.
This time I did post a picture in a bikini, and I put it on Instagram where I knew you wouldn't find it because my little millennial trickery thought Bruce isn't hip to the Instagram yet.
No, I'm not.
So I wrote like don't tell Bruce, but I'm in a two-piece in Florida. That place was cool.
I'm sure it was.
I loved it. I went to Pier 60. I don't know. It's Clearwater Beach.
Oh, because there was a place called Pier 44, but that was in Babylon Village.
I think this is like the
Fire Island Avenue.
The storm season down there.
I don't know.
Because, it was gorgeous out, and I was going to the beach with this Russian kid who I graduated IEP level 1 class with.
You went to class with a Rusky?
Yes. And he has a Russian pistol, which, by the way, I've got to find this. Do you know anything about Uber, Bruce?
No.
Do you know what it is?
I have an idea of what it is, but I don't know what it is. No.
Where it's an app on your phone, and you say it's like a taxi, but...
I am now holding up my phone.
You can get a taxi in
seconds. What kind of phone do I have there, Gianna?
Oh, it's a flip phone.
Thank you.
From 2001.
It works.
I
make phone calls. I get phone calls.
I'm not hating, man.
I sent texts. They take forever, but I send them. I get them.
If I did not need a smartphone for my occupation, I would not have it.
Translation.
Because I'm smart enough.
Translation. If I did not need the iPhone for its applications of Pokemon Go, I wouldn't have it.
He totally caught me. So anyway,
I knew it, but I knew I'd get you there.
So I showed up in Florida, and I tried texting everyone I know down there. Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?
What did they say?
And they were all, everyone was busy. No one was prepared. Typical Gianna, just like barreling through life, just like, hey, I'm here. Hey, what's going on? Who wants to pick me up from the airport? Nobody is around. I didn't even get to, do you want to pick me up from the airport? So I was like, darn, I gotta get an Uber driver. So I download the app, and I'm like, I'm here, expensive? Come pick me up. Within 3 minutes, and you can watch it on your phone. Mm-hmm. It's like Pokemon Go. You can see the little car coming around. The guy pulls up. His name was Leon. He drove a gray Toyota Camry, and he explained to me how he was from Venezuela, and he told me the whole story about Venezuela getting taken over by the communists, and how he came to the country and he got shot by the government. He showed me all his bullet wounds, and it was
probably more information than you wanted.
I know. You know me. I'm a journalist.
I could live without knowing all of
this. He was a journalist in Venezuela. He was a newspaper man.
And he's doing an Uber. Well, the Uber things are actually quite lucrative.
He told me that there was a point where he was trying to book a flight out of Venezuela, and all of the websites from inside Venezuela were saying that there was a 5-month waiting period to take a plane and get out of the country. So his siblings were already in America, and they were like, when do you want to come? No. And he's like, tomorrow?
But the interesting thing with all that is,
when you live in a communist country, the government controls the internet, and then it's not real. It's like living in the Truman Show.
But there's a lot of places like that. It's not just, and
it's scary.
It's like there are places that are not communist governments that control
that are like that,
i.e., Turkey leaps to mind immediately.
You know what? There's always going to be a level of control.
There are things called dictatorships, and that's the way they operate. They've always operated. And the first thing once you take control of a country, the first thing you do is you stem the flow of information.
Yeah.
If you can keep people in the dark, it helps you solidify your hold.
Any good corporation is probably like a dictatorship, I imagine. If you're trying to run a successful business.
I don't know, because I've never worked in a big successful corporation.
Yeah, that's why they pay us the big bucks, guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we got to hit the break.
Yeah, when we get back, we'll be speaking to East Quogue actor and indie filmmaker Michael Daugherty.
An overhead door serves a purpose, and it should be as beautiful as the rest of your home or building. For more than 30 years, Village Overhead Doors has been creating and installing beautiful garage doors for contractors and homeowners on the North and South Forks. They also install automatic garage door openers that open with the click of a remote, so there's no getting out of the car in bad weather. For a wide range of styles, from lifetime steel doors to custom-made wood doors, and for all your garage door needs, please call 765-4963 today and find out how your garage door can be a beautiful focal point of your home or building's exterior. Village Overhead Doors of Southold, 765-4963. Make the call and let them add beauty and value to your home or business.
Maximus Health and Fitness of Riverhead is 25,000 square feet of everything you need to create a new you. Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street, has state-of-the-art exercise equipment, free weights, professional personal trainers, and private workout areas. They're next to the Suffolk Theater in the heart of historic downtown Riverhead. Use their child facilities, tanning stations, a hair salon, and smoothie bar with your membership at Maximus. Your membership also includes a full calendar of fitness classes like cross-training, weight training, training, boot camp, Zumba, spin, yoga, Pilates, and a lot more. Start a new, healthier lifestyle that you can stick with all year long. Join Maximus Health and Fitness, 130 East Main Street in Riverhead. Call 369-6293. 369-6293. Check their website at maximusriverhead.com or come on in to Maximus Fitness today. Maximus Health and Fitness, being healthy and getting in shape has never been easier.